Welcome to the Ultimate HTML tutorial for Beginners series. In this video, we shall be talking about this HTML structure. HTML structure consists of the basic elements that you need to set up a web page. Elements are like sentences in HTML. Elements consist of tags and they are not case sensitive. In other words, HTML is not case sensitive. From our previous video, we agreed that HTML uses markup tags to define the structure and presentation of content on the web page. A tag is an action word or verb in HTML. Just as we have a verb as part of speech, so HTML has tags as action words. You cannot create a website without using tags. There are different types or categories of elements in HTML. We have the open element and the empty element. An open element consists of an open and closed tag with contents in between, just like the example on your screen, while an empty element just have an open tag but no closed tag. Example, the img tag or the img element. We shall be going into details on HTML elements in a different video. For now, let's focus on the HTML structure. HTML page structure consists of tags. This is a basic HTML structure. Now, let's define these tags that make up the HTML structure. The doc type HTML is there to tell browsers how to render the HTML code. It ensures that all browsers render the HTML code or display HTML code the same way. The truth is there is a slight difference in the way browsers render this code when they are loaded with HTML code. There is a slight difference in the way they display them. This doc type HTML ensures that slight difference is taken care of and all browsers render or display the HTML code uniformly. The HTML tag, which is the open HTML tag, is basically there to start the HTML code, is the beginning of the HTML page, while the close tag, which is this one, is the end of the HTML page. The HTML head element contains the title, the script, the metadata elements in it. It has element that is contained in it. So we shall discuss all these things in this series, like the script, the metadata. We will discuss all of them in this tutorial. That's why we urge you to smash the subscribe button, comment and subscribe, and I'll be glad to welcome you to the community. The HTML head element is placed between the open HTML tag and the open body tag. The head element has the open tag and the close tag. Let's move on to title. The HTML title element defines the HTML document's title or the web page title, the title of that web page. It is not displayed in the document. However, the title renders what you see on browser tabs. Don't worry, you run this code so that you have a better understanding of what I am talking about here. The body element is the element that renders what we see on the web page. It contains other tags that determine how the browser will display what people or the user will see on the web page. So it starts with the open body tag and the close body tag. Then this is just the content inside. So how do you save this? This is Notepad, and there's a way you save HTML code on Notepad. If you're using other IDEs, that's integrated development environment like Atom, Visual Studio, we discussed IDE in our first video. So if you're just joining us, this is a series. This is the second video. In the first video we discussed IDE. You can go there and check it out. So how do we save this file so that we'll run it and see the output? You go to file, select save. But before we do that, I hope you know that this is not saved yet. This star is not saved yet. So just go to file, you can select save, or select save as, it's going to pop up a window where you save the file. So we'll name this index.html, and then we come to the file type, see all files, and then we save our work. That is how you save with HTML. But if you're using IDEs, you don't need to do that. The IDE will add the .html extension for you. Now that we've saved it, how do we get to run our code and see what we have done and see the output and understand all the things that I've defined? We simply go to the to where we saved it and open it from there. Now this is a folder this is a folder where we saved the index.html. Now, if you notice, it is the icon next to it is a Chrome icon, not in Notepad icon. Why? Because we saved it with .html. If you want to open it, it's open via Chrome, and it's going to open like a web page. So we'll just click open, so it will open via my default browser here, which is Chrome. So this is it. We'll minimize this, and then we'll compare what we have here with what we have on our notepad, so we'll understand what we are talking about here. So how do we check the code that would give birth to this? Did you know that if you're on the website, you can actually check the code that gives birth to the web page that you are seeing? All you need to do is right click, go to view page source, or use the Ctrl U, and it's going to give you the code section. If you check, this and this are identical. Both of them are identical. If I change anything here, you'll see it here. Let's look at this top type HTML. Remember, I told you that all it does is tell the browser, I give the browser standard on how to render the HTML code. If I delete it and I say Ctrl S to save it, I come to this place, I run it, and you see it's gone. If I restore it and I save with Ctrl S or Command S on a MacBook, it's back. Let's look at the title. If I come here and I change the title to, let's say, first web page, I save with Ctrl S, I come here and I refresh. Can you see? The title tells it what displays what you see in browser tabs. So this is the body of our web page. If I delete this and I Ctrl S, I come here and refresh, as you can see. So the body determines what appears on the web page, right? Then the title determines what appears here. If you have any question, do let me know in the comment section. I told you that we shall be talking about HTML elements in a different video. Now let's do that in our next video on this series. See you then.